Kia ora, and that is hello in New Zealand, or in Māori, and my name is Ivana Koya, and so I'm kind of new to this thing, but I thought I'll jump on and give it a try and, just speak straight from the heart and be flowing and glowing, gods and growing, but, yeah, so hopefully here goes. Because I would just like to talk about, a little something that's happened in my life, where I truly feel the love and the light has, had an impact and had a presence in my world because of the simple things, that I can see every single day, the roof over my head, the food in our cupboards, as the simple, beautiful luxuries and pleasures that, well, more or less necessities, but that we should treat them as luxuries and pleasures, because then that becomes somewhat of value in our lives, and we add value to the small things. So it comes down to a lot of factors, and for me that is what keeps it flowing and glowing, and keeps it fulfilling in my life, to look at those things. Because I'll be honest, my track record in my past was never the best, but I'm saying that it is how we rise from the ashes, and how we conquer our demons, and how we sincerely look back at the things that we knew back then we had to learn, or we know now. So yeah, but I would like to give all praise and all glory and thanks to God, because if it wasn't for God, I would not have been pulled out of the disaster and the despair and the defeat, that I was in previous years. Simple things such as drug addiction, smoking all kinds of drugs, but in saying that, there was anger. I had real bad resentment and anger issues, that I took out on the people around me. And other things, I didn't really value my relationships, I burnt bridges, I never built them, I stayed in my own four walls and I didn't trust nobody, because when you go from a life of, growing up through a game of drugs and, dealing drugs, so, you open your eyes to a lot of aspects. Yeah, sometimes for the better, for the worse, but what it comes down to is how we learn from those and how we move forward, unless we're going to keep conditioning ourselves through the furnace, because, as always through life, you cannot have a pain of prosperity, you cannot have a pathway of prosperity without pain. And that's something people have to remember, is that under the things that we go through, we are constantly getting refined into the purest gold. So do not get discouraged and dismayed on your path. If we truly knew what lied beneath our DNAs, and, the power to activate that and strengthen that, and to truly be in tune with that and enlightened, then, you will have so much more fulfilling and prosperous days where you manifest every single blessing of enlightenment possible, no matter what those goals and rewards and those joyous things that you want in life. We all need kindness, we all need love, and without us even knowing it, we get deeper and deeper and deeper without love and without kindness, so that's the thing. When we feel the presence and the essence that comes and gets drawn back into our lives, then truly will we know that fulfilling and that blessing of love and kindness. You wouldn't know the good if you didn't know the bad. But, we're constantly undergoing construction, I'd say. But it's a beautiful process, but all I say is that in the process, never be ignorant and forget to give credit where credit's due, to the God that watches over us, to the God that protects us and protects our family. Other people may have certain views, but you can't be ignorant to think that miracles are not, that miracles do not happen, because they do. They so far do, and I see my life as a living example of a miracle. How I could be so deep into the depths of despair and bondage and mental slavery, captivated, but in saying that, now I'm captivated by Christ. and resurrected, infused with the Holy Spirit. However people may want to interpret it, however people may want to stereotype it, the end and the real result in the matter is that is the key and the simple answer to how I made my life in every single day much more fulfilling and beautiful and rewarding than any other aspect I ever had in my life. I had the money. There was the drugs, there was the money, there was the friends, there was the cars, there was, I had it at my fingertips where, I could, whichever, I was rolling with friends or whichever, but in saying that, there has to be a reason, which I definitely know or make sense of now, is that, I went through everything for a reason. I had to find out the hard way through disobeying authority and through losing a lot of things, and then, because as you start to realize that all those actions and all that misery that you caused yourself, not to feel sorry for myself and get in self-pity and think that it's all the world's fault, poor me, it's not that that's not what you're supposed to do through it, even though we do. Yeah, there are moments. You're supposed to, it's a simple principle. It's a simple principle of learning the things you go through, conquering them, and rising to be stronger than you've ever been before, and being the best version of yourself as soon as you undergo that pressure in the furnace to bring out the purest gold. But also being kind to others and honouring the giving from their heart. If somebody ever gives you something, even if you don't like that thing, what do most people do? They say thank you anyway. So, and that's a big important thing, because the highest vibration or frequency that people can give is when they do a kind thing without ever expecting anything back. And yes, it's so rare nowadays, but that's why there's such a highly magnetic feeling that you feel when you do something good for somebody. Like giving food to the homeless or whichever it may be. There's a high magnetic field that, when you feel those things and you truly do them, because it's a cause of kindness. A random act of kindness, whichever it may be, but those are the things that heal our people and heal our land. And so once you can be more in tune and intuitive, those are things when you get to learn, and that's when the exciting stuff happens. I might not make it sound exciting, but it truly is. When you can be aware of every aspect, and when you can manifest the things in your heart's desire, and, tenfold, 100-fold, as if you have a straight connect from heaven that instantly, protects and prospers everything that you put your feet on, everything that you put your thoughts on, then that's a high magnetic playing field that we are on today. And I understand that with all my heart, not just with my head, because I have to know that with my heart. And if you don't feel it with your heart, then you shouldn't feel it at all, because that is the flower of life. That's where everything magnetizes. That's your true heart condition, is, how good your heart is, and how, your heart condition, how pure your blessings can be if they are sincere and genuine. But yeah. So that's a little something anyway that I just sort of flow and chuck myself in the deep end and see how things go. So thanks for that, guys, and thanks for listening, and I hope everybody, wherever you are in the world, can tune in to my channel and have a marvellous day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are. Mwah.